We're at Holborn Tube Station at the rush hour, where everybody knows on the escalator you stand on the right, except here at Holborn, where they're trying to make you stand on the left.
In November 2015, TfL trialled for 3 weeks what happened when people were asked to stand, not walk, on the left-hand side of the escalator, as well as the right-hand side. The theory goes that as not everybody wants to walk up, people queue, and thus bunch up at the bottom whilst they wait to get on to stand on the right. The bunching at peak hours can go all the way back to the platform, and people can still be on the platform from the previous train when the next train comes in.
So during that trial, TfL found that in the morning peak 16,000 people could come through, 4,000 more than the 12,000 which normally do if you walk on the left. Doesn't seem right, does it? Seems a bit illogical. So let's count it for ourselves.
So here's what we did. There are 4 escalators here at Holborn that go between the central line level up to the ticket hall. During the morning peak, 2 of them have been designated for people to stand on both sides only. The third is the one where people can walk up one side, and the fourth is to let people down. Other arrangements occur at different times of the day. So here's 60 seconds, speeded up, where we count the number of people coming off the walk on the left escalator as you would normally do. Then we switched over to the escalator where people are being encouraged to stand on both sides. And we did the same. 60 seconds here, speeded up, and the total number here is more than on the escalator where you're allowed to walk. The science behind this, and the reason why it works, is because when you stand on an escalator there is less space between people as you tend to bunch up and more can fit in. However, when people walk up, there are gaps in between and people are more spaced out. Theoretically, about 80 people a minute can use an escalator when you walk up on the left, but up to 112 people can use an escalator where people stand on both sides. So in our one-off test, it seemed to work. But TfL will be watching and counting more closely over longer periods of time to monitor how it works on a more consistent basis. Getting people to change a long-standing habit, including announcements, signs and holographic figures, may not be enough to make people realise that they should stand on the left, although commuters we spoke to did seem to welcome the idea.
I think it's a good idea. I think it gets really crowded down there, you get a lot more people through that way. People who want to walk up, they've still got somewhere they can. I don't have any problem with it at all. I think it's a really good idea.
The only downside that we could think of is that if more people are coming off the escalators, can the gate line in the ticketing area cope with the increased numbers? In 6 months' time, we'll know if it's been judged a success, and the idea might then be applied to other stations.